Hi everyone. We're doing a new kind of vlog today. We are going out to Eureka.
Eureka, Utah.
Eureka, Utah, specifically. And kind of tell you guys a little bit about that place and some of the stories from our ancestors about it.
Yeah, should be fun.
Should be a really interesting trip. Hope you guys like it.
Adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Eureka, Utah is a small city to the southwest of Utah Lake. It originally was called Ruby Hollow, but was incorporated into a mining town in 1892. Most of what was mined in Eureka was gold and silver, as Eureka was the financial center for the Tintic mining district. Eureka is also the birthplace of this guy, Frank Zamboni. That's right, the guy who invented the Zamboni. Eureka today isn't used for mining, but is a quaint little town with a few businesses and sights. There are gorgeous views from the nearby mountains and the many trails for both hiking and ATVs. It was definitely fun to visit this town.
Well, we want you guys on the bench. I want to get a picture of all three of you together. Johnny, come here, baby.
This is a cool find. This is in that little shack right here. This one right here. This is the Star Theater. That's where that projector was. Kind of cool. Whoa. A lot of scrap metal back here. Kind of cool though. The jail! It's not open, is it? I mean, it could be. Nope. Levi's advertisement. A new pair free if they rip. Wow. Wish that was cut the deal they did now. Alright, here we are. Say hi. Say wave to the camera. You're like, what? No. We are just about done here at the cemetery. It's been the most successful trip, but kind of cool. We found one of the 6 graves. You want to go up there? All right, we'll go up there. We found one of the 6 graves that we were looking for. Hopefully, eventually somebody will find the others.
So part of the reason why we wanted to come out to Eureka was so that I could connect with my past, because my mom's mom, so my great grandmother she came out here when she was about 2 years old. So her dad, Wallace Johnson, actually worked here in the mines. But it's kind of cool to come back and to be able to say, you know what, I have a little part of history here, and it's a place that was kind of abandoned a lot. So this story is about Julia Johnson, my great-grandmother, and my great-grandparents, her parents, Wallace and Harriet Johnson. When my great-great-grandparents, Wallace and Harriet Johnson, moved to Mapleton, Utah, Wallace built a large dance hall. He equipped it with 4 sets of scenery, plenty of chairs, and also had a piano. The dance hall didn't pay like they thought it would, and they became so far in debt that they had to leave and go to Eureka. They moved in there in 1906. My great-grandmother was about 2 years old at that point. Wallace's health also declined from pneumonia, and his nerves and eyesight were bad, so he decided to work in the mines. It was at Eureka that Harriet gave birth to triplet girls. They died at birth, and Harriet had a close call for her life. When their son Willie was ready to graduate at the age of 17, he got pneumonia and died. They thought this was more than they could stand, but they had to live and take care of the rest of the family. For my great-grandma Julia's words, "My family was really poor in Eureka, as my father had to send so much money each month to help pay off the debt in Mapleton. They wanted him to take out bankruptcy, but he wouldn't. He was an honest and religious man. The only thing my father salvaged from the dance hall was the big black piano. That piano really made my life. I started taking piano lessons when I was 9 years old, and my mother never had to tell me to practice. My father would get up in the cold mornings, make a fire in the kitchen stove, go out in the cold barn, milk the cow, then walk about 2 miles to work in the deep, dark mine. All the light they had for the mine was a little carbide light on their hat. My father died Christmas morning in December 1916 of pneumonia. I was 12 years old. Mother never let us have a Christmas tree again. She was usually crying on Christmas morning. He was only 57, but seemed much older, for he had worked so hard all of his life. Eureka was a booming mining town with several saloons and a big red lighthouse on the side of the hill. It was cold in the winter and ugly in the summer. The wind blew most of the time and was dusty from all the mine dumps on the hill. There were no lawns, flowers, gardens, trees, parks, or sidewalks. Everyone in Eureka had outside toilets. There were also no vegetables, fruits, mixes, frozen foods, or packaged goods of any kind in the stores. Peddlers would come from the valley towns and bring produce in covered wagons. It was never fresh. The main sport in Eureka was sleigh riding. There were no cars, and Eureka had many hills. We would go out every night, start way up the hill, and go whizzing for 1.5 miles and had lots of fun during the winters. In 1918, we had the first known flu epidemic. It was terrible. People wore gauze masks everywhere. A large number of people in Eureka died. We were all down with it when World War II ended, November 11th at 11 o'clock. All of the mine whistles blew, and it was really exciting. Reading the accounts from Wallace, Harriet's, and Julia Johnson's life really painted a vivid image of Eureka for me. I felt like I was able to connect a little bit with the past because of the information that my great-grandmother had written down regarding Eureka. It sounded like they had some extremely painful times there, but it was also there that Julia learned to play the piano, and she played it for the rest of her life. Despite the hardships they endured, they were resilient, and realizing there was nothing left for them in Eureka, they left. Eureka itself is hauntingly beautiful to me. It feels honestly like a forgotten town, and although there are about 600 residents there now, it does give off the ghost feeling vibe.
Should we get some? Yeah. Go ahead. Yep, so we're at Porter's Place.
Yeah.
End of the road. As soon as we're done here, we're going to head back to the van. I don't.
Like that chocolate.
Whoa. That's a float and a half.
Yes, we'll see if I drink it all.
How's your guys' Sunday?
Good.
Yeah.
Do you like Elizabeth?
I like it. I like it.
Piece of pie for Joan.
That's a big piece of pie.
She's waiting, Daddy.
I know, she's waiting. Some ice cream with that? Ice cream chaser? Oh, on your pacifier.
That's the way to do it. So, Rhett wanted to use the drone, and of course, immediately out here, because it's very windy, it's up in the tree now. Yay. So this is our situation at the moment. Trying to get a drone that is somewhere up there. Pray for us. Well, we have the drone, but I think it's going to take a break for today, so, and hopefully he survived.